So hello my beautiful loves. Today we are here to make 10 not negotiables, at least for myself, when dating. And like I said, I did learn a lot with the past heartbreak. So these are things that I didn't notice a person needs to really have and what I can be reciprocated to. So I'm going to start 10 not negotiables. That means if the person does not have this, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm going to run before I can even say bye to the person. So let's start with number one. And number one is consistency. Consistency, I think, is how you say it. So consistency. I have noticed that I have a very terrible abandonment issues. I start to freak out really fast. And I'm very afraid to be abandoned. I start to overthink stuff. I have notes. Now I do have notes. I start to overthink stuff when I see mixed signals. Also, this is also not negotiable because this would not allow a person to use narcissistics and egocentrics and manipulative people techniques to get you obsessed. Also, I did these 10 not negotiables based on that. So, I would not allow that to happen to me again. So when I start to see mixed signals, when actions don't match words, they say one thing but they do another thing. Hot and cold kind of thing, like I text you when I feel like, and then for a week I do not text you, and then hey, how you doing? Those mixed signals is like a big huge I'll run away before I can even say bye. You would not only that, but also that is a great sign of a masculine man, like a masculine, really, like a true in the heart, a masculine man is going to have a consistency. They're very constant, very strong masculine men. They're constant with actions, they're constant with their words, they have a man word, right? So that's a great sign of a man that actually have a strong masculine energy, right? And that he's capable of for example, start to run a business, to keep a job, to to give you a safe life. So that's a great place where you can put your eye to be able to notice if the man you're dating is going to be able to give you a stable, safe life, right? Because as women, we need to feel safe. And like I say, consistency is a big okay, let's go with the number two. My second not negotiable. Like, you see me run super fast, you're not even going to be able to see the dust if I see a person does not have this reciprocity. So number one, consistency. Number two, reciprocity, right? This means I do not play freaking games. I do not enter fucking games. Like, stop. I'm done with that. I already an adult, and I'm not here to be playing freaking stupid games. Like, I'm here to look for a person I can spend my life with, a man that wants to spend his life with me, wants to create a family, wants to to be there for me, wants to be a man in a home, is what I'm looking for. And reciprocity is very important. So a serious man, masculine and strong enough to take things seriously with me and to build a home with me. So reciprocity, like I said, I'm not freaking playing games anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm not entering games. So when the person starts to playing like kind of like a bullshit thingies, like playing hard to get, sometimes I text you, sometimes I don't, being scared to say things. I need a man that is man enough to and bold enough to speak what he feels, to speak what he thinks, to show me his cards and be like, here, you can trust me, right? Like, we're on this together. I'm looking for the same things you are looking. So, because that's how I play. You'll see me that I always show my cards. I don't play games. I always show my cards. Always. In anything, right? So, I can be reciprocated to that. And men shows this through their actions, right? Through their actions, they're going to show you that. More than through the words, it's going to be through the actions. So put attention to the actions. I did learn it that if I throw you the ball, you need to throw it back, right? You need to be like, needs to be a man enough, like a man enough, masculine enough to not listen. My daughter is playing. To not listening to what the outsiders of the connection relationship are saying, or this or that, but be like, this is a relationship of two, is you and I, so we are going to solve it. Things together. If someone else is speaking bullshit, we solve it. I don't start to figure out the things without speaking it with you. Like, we solve it together. So I'm looking for reciprocity on actions, and that love also, right? And this brings me to number 3, not negotiable. If the man I'm dating or starting to date does not have this, I run freaking fast. I would not even say bye. Like, for real. And number 3, it will be a good open communication, and it needs to be natural too, so if I feel like I cannot say what I'm feeling, I cannot say what I'm thinking, I cannot speak how I'm feeling on the moment, if I don't like something, or if something is bothering me, if the man does not allow me to feel safe to speak, I'll be gone. I'll be freaking gone. And communication is such an important thing on relationships. Very, very important. So, it needs to be a good open communication, and it needs to be, flow. The communication, it needs to flow. And I need, I need to be able to feel safe to express my truth self, and not having to fake a mask because the other person is faking shit. I'm not entering that anymore. Like, no, I'm too old for that. Not, I'm very young, to be honest, but I'm too mature, is the word. I'm too mature for that already. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for players. I'm not looking for, like unstable things. So I need a real man, right? No, the type of man that comes and you're like, I'm a freaking king, I'm a very masculine man, but they don't have, the layers of a real masculine man. So that very strong. That would tell me, I'll go to number 4, and this is be a strong masculine man and an adult, a mature man. Very, very important. That's my. So number 4, be a masculine adult. I'm not here to be no one's mom. I already have kids. I'm not here to be no one's mom, no one's therapist. I need an adult, masculine, strong man. That have their shit together, that they know what they want. They're bold enough, they're strong enough, and masculine enough, to keep things seriously and to do things right. So I'm not looking to be no one's mom and no one's therapist and no one's kind of like, supporter. Here I am for you. No, I'm not looking for that. So it needs to be a mature masculine man, and it needs to be masculine because I need a masculine man. I just need a masculine man. It's what I'm looking for, and it's what I need. So it needs to have the masculinity traits of a healthy masculine man. That. Adult and mature enough to give me a adult decent relationship. Like I need that. I need, I'll compare like what they can offer, and I'll be like, there's some men that comes and they're like, I'm super masculine, super this, super that, but then what they offer is like a teenager kind of relationship where they are not investing on you, they're not spending on you, but they do want the benefits of a wife, right? They want you to have sex with them, they want you to do this, to do that, be there for them. So they want like the wife benefits, but they're not even giving you a decent adult relationship. So I'm, on my next relationship, I'll stop giving, and be on my feminine and receive. So I'm not giving anymore. I'm sorry. I'll use receive. and he needs to be healed too. He needs to be a very strong, healthy, masculine man, because here is the thing: I'm super loyal. I'm the most loyal person on this world. I'm extremely loyal. I'm very serious when it comes to taking a relationship seriously, but I'm very playful. I am very playful. I love playing, and I have always had a men's fans club. Like I have a lot of men interested on me, but because other men is interested on me, it doesn't mean I'm interested on them. I'm very serious when starting a relationship, and when taking a relationship seriously, I would take it seriously. I'm the most loyal person you're going to find in this freaking world. So the man needs to be man enough, secure on himself enough to understand that I'm playful, and that a lot of men is going to be interested on me, and he is. The thing is that an immature, not a masculine man is not going to be able to handle that. He's not going to be able to handle that, man is interested on me and that I'm playful. It doesn't mean I'm unloyal. When I'm saying I'm playful, I mean I'm playful with the person I am in a relationship with, right? And this, I noticed that in insecure men, make them think that you're playful with everyone, which is not the case, right? With everyone, I will be kind, I will be nice, I will be social, right? I'll be educated, right? But it's a difference there, and an immature man is not going to be able to recognize the difference. So let's go to number 5. The men have to invest on me financially. That means money. He needs to take me to dates. He needs to buy me stuff. He needs to, take care of me. If I'm going to start to have sex with him, he needs to pay me some kind of health insurance. At least, like pay the, exam that he's healthy, this on that. I have to say, this past guy was very expensive on the health thing. He ended up being an extra expense on myself that I was paying myself, so I'm not paying for that anymore. Like, the guy needs to pay out that, a health insurance for me if I'm having sex. Like, if he does want to have sex, it's going to have to be yes or yes. So that he needs to invest on me. Time, and also invest effort on me, put effort on the connection, put effort on the relationship, show me with his effort that he really is interested, that he really is taking me seriously, and that he have, he is man enough, that he really is a man, he really is a masculine guy, right? For safety reasons more than anything else. Let's go to number 6. A gentle, bold, strong man. I need that. I this is something I need as a woman. I need a man that is gentle, but is strong, masculine energy, but also he is bold, but in a gentle way towards me, and in a rude way towards the world, right? Here is why, as a manifestor, because I'm a woman, I have a very strong feminine energy, but my masculine is masculine. So in order for me to feel safe and be able to stay on my feminine, he needs to be more masculine than me. He have to, in order for me to feel safe and stay on my feminine energy. Okay. What else? The man I'm with needs to be masculine and gentle enough for me, towards me, and root against the world, right? Because that's what masculine men is. They're warriors. They fight for what they want. They get their goals. They meet their goals. They have this kind of attitude towards the world. So he needs to be like that. He needs to be gentle towards me, but he needs to be masculine, bold, strong enough towards the world, like rude towards the world, in order to get his goals done. That's important for me. My number 7. I'm the woman on the relationship. That's my number 7. I'm the freaking woman on the relationship. So the ones who get spoiled, it's me. So it needs to be like that. I need to get spoiled. Now, let's be real. I grew up with 7 men in my life. Like, I grew up with 7 men who would treat me as a freaking goddess, who would spoil me non-stop, like with not limits. They would do whatever I wanted it to. They would take as fun whatever I would do. They spoiled me bad. So I grew up spoiled by men, and I haven't noticed that I have been conforming without this, because I did the thought that there was men that don't have that, but there's men that have that. The masculine men does have that. Masculine men spoil their woman, and like I said, I grew up being spoiled, so I need. And to be honest, a natural trait of me is also spoiling the person I am with. But as soon I start to see the man is not spoiling me, I will stop to spoil. But I'll have to obligate myself to not spoil, because this is a natural trait I do have. I love to spoil my man. And I need him to spoil me in order for me to keep wanting to spoil him. Now, I have noticed I cannot deal with not spoiling the men I am with. Like, it's very hard for me. It's something I don't like. So I don't want to deal with that. I just need a man that spoil me in order for me to feel safe to spoil him too. Because I'm like that and I need that. So that 100%. Let's go to number 8. He needs to be a safe container for me. Okay? So number 8, he needs to be a safe container. Now, here is a thing, men on our relationships, men is the cup that holds the water, and the woman is the water, right? And out there you're going to find men that their containers in a plastic material or in a jelly type of material, which are the not safe men, right? They're not a safe container for the woman. You need a man that have a container form of glass that is structured, right? Like a glass to keep the water safe in there, that the water is not going to be spilling out all over the place, and by this I mean mental, emotional, and physical peace. They're able to give you mental, emotional, and physical peace, right? You can be on peace with them, you can feel safe, you can feel like nothing is going to happen to you, you can feel protected. And because they're the container, they're the ones who bring order, right? So it needs to be a man that is able to bring order to your life. Now, here's a thing. I'm a mess. I'm a mental mess. I'm very messy. Mentally speaking, I'm out of the place. And this is a very strong feminine trait I do have, because I'm a woman. And women have no structure. So when it comes to mentally this and that, and you can notice on the way I speak how my feminine affects, right? Because I'm feminine, and men is the structure. They bring the structure for you. They're the safe container where you can be safe, and they need to be able to bring this to your life. If the men don't make you feel like this, like you can be mental, emotional, and physical safe and on peace, they're not a safe container. Run. Don't even say bye. Just run. Let's keep. So we all women needed to follow the guy who broke my heart example. Put ourselves first, right, and run away without saying bye. Don't even say bye. I did learn this, like I said, by example by him, and I'm putting it on practice now. Don't even say bye. Don't even. This is a very feminine trait that he had, so that's why I'm telling you, we all women need to follow that. Number 9, his life needs to be done baked. What do I mean by this? Men who is used to starting to bake is men who cannot offer you a home, is men that cannot keep the payments of a home, cannot feed you. Those are men who are still baking their life. You need a man that have his life baked already, or at least almost done baked, but at least So it means he have a stable job, he can offer you a home, he can feed you, he can take you out to dates, he can buy you like all the necessary stuff, he can buy you, he can pay you your health insurance, your food, any needs you have as a woman. You know, we women are expensive, and all that, right? It needs to be able to pay that. And this starts from dating. Like from dating, they need to already be able to pay that. So, sis, keep your boundaries high and have high standards for men, you know, like ask for things, stop trying to be the nice girl. And also I'm going to give you three things at the end of this. I'll give you three things I changed it on myself, attitude. So that was my number 9. Let's go to number 10. So number 10 from my not negotiables, chemistry and compatibility. It needs to be there. It needs to be there, at least enough. You know, you can work this out, like you can work out the chemistry and compatibility, but it needs to be like a certain level of the chemistry and compatibility with the men. For example, in my case, I can run really fast, I can get bored really fast, or I can get not interested really fast. So it needs to be a man smart enough to keep me interested, gentle enough, and with dedication enough to keep my fire burning, if you know what I mean. I can be very fiery, I can be very I'm a Latina, I'm Mexican, so you know we are like and we need that hotness from a man. That I don't know if I'm explaining myself, but we need a man. So I'm playful, I'm very fiery, I have a big flame inside of me, a big fire inside of me. The thing is that I need motivation. I need motivation. So the man needs to have that. Needs to be able to motivate me, you know, in order to keep that. Because if not, I'm going to end up, leaving a connection. So it needs to be there. So those are my 10 not negotiables. These are things that as soon as I see on someone, I won't even say bye. And, I won't even say bye. I won't even give apologizes. No, I'll just run away. Like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm sorry. I'm not going through this again, and I'm not dealing with this kind of bullshit anymore. So I did learn my lesson, strong, 100%, and these are changes I already made, and these are my 10 not negotiables. If you see this, run fast. So 3 traits I changed on myself. Number 1, not conforming with potential. Not conforming with potential. Today I had a very strong sign of that. If you go to my Instagram, you're going to see I updated a video of a tree I love it to see. And one of the messages I did get was potential. You know, that tree had the potential to be bigger than the size it was, to have a longer life, but because the conditions where the tree was at was not able to, and it derrumps, you know, like the tree falls out. So not conforming with potential. Stop looking for people who have the potential to be the man you need, and start looking for the man who already is the man you want and you need. So that's my number 1 trait I changed. Stop conforming with potential. Number 2, I changed this on myself, being not apologizing anymore. I did grow up with strong values, right? And I would take this to all the areas. So for example, even if the person I was talking to would leave my messages unseen, I would never do that, because I was taught that you need to respond. You know, you need to say bye before ending a conversation. So I would never leave no one unseen, messages unseen. I would never use walk away without saying anything. I would always say bye, or I'm leaving before leaving. It's not working. People does not appreciate that. It's not working. So I'm not being, I'm not giving apologize anymore. So So from now on, I'll put myself first and my needs first than anything else. And like I said, I learned this by example from the guy who broke it my heart. So great lesson. And I'm not giving apologize anymore. Also, not giving explanations anymore. Because I used to explain people like, look, this not explaining anymore. You know what, like, it's not working, not even saying bye, and run as fast as I can without, without allowing them to even see me the dust. Like, that's what it is, that's what I'm going to do now on. So that's another trait I did change on myself. Number 3, being a nice girl. People does not appreciate that. So now they're getting a more bitchy type of woman who knows what she wants, because I know what I have always know what I want. It's just that I didn't want to hurt no one's feelings, no one, but no anymore. Like, I would not give a f anymore if they get booty hard or not. So that's something I'm changing. Men is not getting that from me anymore until I do see that they do deserve it. So until I see they deserve it, then I would allow myself to be myself and to be, the respectful, nice girl I am. But if not, the man is not getting that from me anymore. So those are the things that this past heartbreak teaches me. These are the things I have changed on myself. And let's go farther without the fear to success, like, let's go get it. So yes. Oh, and I also forget, I'm not in a relationship until the guy actually verbally asks me to be with him on a relationship. So also that I'll keep dating. It doesn't matter if I'm dating a certain guy that I really like, or I'll do multiple dates. So I focus my energy on different men and not only on one. And I'm not going to be that freaking obsessed and that freaking, like, all my energy going to use one person. But instead, being able to, get to know more men at the same time, so I can choose faster, right? Because I know what I want, and I'm not wasting my time anymore just because a guy is not healed, or because a guy is insecure, or because this or that. I'm not wasting my time anymore for no one. So that. So I'll start multiple dating very soon. Very soon I'm going to start doing multiple dates, and not giving apologize about that. I don't give a f what people thinks. I don't give a f what, if there's, let's say I'm dating 5 guys at the same time, and one of them have his opinion about me. He can keep his opinion and put it on his ass and walk away from my life. I'm not giving IF anymore. I'm not being nice. I'm not giving apologizes anymore. I know what I want. I would not allow no one to waste my time. So I'll go for what I want, so that very strong. So those are things that I have changed on my dating, my 10 not negotiables, and the things I change on my own personality. So not personality, because I am who I am, but not giving that right away, like, until the men win that. So that, let me know your opinion. Let me know what you think, how you feel about it. And yeah, like always, I hope you like it. This was helpful for someone. And be good. And if you're going to be bad, invite me. Bye-bye.